I run an organization called Taifa Teule Network, and that network runs a program, a 10-week program called the Taifa Teule Leadership Experience. And what we do is that we train young people on leadership, on governance, and community service.
Hello, I'm Miss Ranja. So here I've met an amazing person and I want you to get a story from him because I feel like he has a very good story to tell us. So I just don't want to introduce him because I feel like I don't have words to introduce him with. So I want us together to get the story from him. So let's welcome Mr. Ranja. Now, the greatest man I've ever met, okay, personally.
Wow. Thank you.
So yeah, we want to hear the story from him. So welcome, Ranja.
Thank
Please tell us about you. Just start with you, what you do, and why we here today.
Okay. So my name is Andrew Ranja. I run an organization called Taifa Teule Network, and that network runs a program, a 10-week program called the Taifa Teule Leadership Experience. And what we do is that we train young people on leadership, on governance, and community service. And so that's what we do, and that's why we're here. We are at the end of one of our 10-week cycles, at the end of cohort 17. And today is graduation day, and we're here at the beautiful place called Arboretum for graduation.
Oh, that's amazing. So what inspired you to start like the TLX?
So I think I've always been passionate about leadership, and I think in my younger days I constantly looked for mentors, people just to tell me, okay, so this leadership that I want to understand, how do I do it? So I sort of had a journey without much mentorship as a young person. And based on my experiences with leadership, I decided maybe I can train the people who are younger than me. And so that was really the inspiration. I turned my leadership experiences into something that I can train young people on the process, what to do, how to go about it, and how to grow as a leader.
I have a question for you. So were you scared when you started this?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I didn't think that young, a 21-year-old would care about this thing, or maybe it wasn't cool enough. When I was starting it, I was 30, gosh, I was 39, I think. And so I didn't know whether it would connect, I didn't know whether it would work, I didn't know whether people would want to come back. But they came, and we had our first class. We started with about 15 guys, and we graduated 9 guys. So that was my biggest fear. Would the program work? Could people understand, and those kind of things?
Okay. So you started as the facilitator, you said that. So like, how did you get like to mentor the other facilitators to the point like you have more than, how many do you have currently actually?
That's like 120.
Wow. Okay, in a span of 5 years?
Yes, 5.5 years.
Oh, that's amazing. Actually, congratulations for that.
Thank you.
So how did you mentor like the 120 facilitators you have today to the point that they are like bringing such an amazing big team today to the ground? Like, it's super cool.
Yeah, well, so the way we train facilitators in TLX is you just learn. We have a process. I don't know where I had this. I think I had someone say it, and I thought that's exactly what you do. Like, if you're a facilitator, and it's if you want to become a facilitator, and I'm leading you or I'm coaching the class, I do, and you watch.
Okay.
So I do the process of running the class, and you watch. And then at the next stage, we do together.
Yeah.
All right? And then in the third stage, you do, then I watch.
Okay.
Because I've trained you, but I need to supervise you and watch you. So you do. Then after the fourth stage, you're free to do it on your own.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, so I do, you watch, then we do together, then you do, I watch,
now.
and then
I let you do your thing.
yes.
Oh, that's
so
amazing.
So that's our process. That's how we recruit trainees over every cohort. There's new people learning and growing and taking a step.
So do you like choose people to, after this cohort, let's say cohort 17, are you going to say like, I want you to be the facilitator of next, or they just come by themselves and tell you, I want to be a facilitator or something like that?
Both. So there are those who we target and we say, look, we think you can become a facilitator.
Okay.
Because there are some people who have the talent, but they're afraid. They don't have the confidence. So we pick them and say, we think you can do it. But there are others who say, I want to do it, which is also good because then it's your own commitment. You've brought yourself forward. So both of them work.
Oh, that's amazing, actually. So, like this class, do you follow up your students when they're done? Some won't come back, obviously, to become facilitators. They have other things to do. So do you do a follow-up?
No, we really can't do a follow-up because it's hard. People go in different directions. After the 10 weeks, there are people who get jobs, others move to other towns, others get families. So it's hard. But the ones we are able to track and follow up are the ones who come back and volunteer. So for every 10 people who graduate, like two or three people will come back and say, I want to be a facilitator or I want to help with a team. And so those ones, the ones who stay, we are able to follow them up.
Okay.
Yes.
And how do you manage like the whole management thing? Do you have a team behind you?
So over the years, we have built a team. Facilitators have grown. So we've created a structure. So the most experienced facilitators who are still around form part of the executive team, which is the team that manages TLX. We're a team of 8. And then, so those are the guys at the center who are sort of like the headquarters, if you will. And then now, outside of that team, now you have people who manage a number of classes, like a cluster of 9 classes is headed by a facilitator, a presiding facilitator. Then each class has a senior facilitator. Yeah, so over the years, we've built a structure to support the system.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
So let's say we have people want to join TLX. How can they find you? Or where can they find you?
One on Instagram, IG, we have at Taifa Teule Network. That's our handle. You can just follow us and check that out. And like now, when we are finishing a cohort, we're about to start a new one in September. We put out a flyer, an e-flyer, and it has a link, and you can join. Actually, the link is in the bio. So that's one way. I think that's really the primary way because a lot of our recruitment is done by referral. So the people who are graduating bring their friends, bring their relatives. So that's the other way. But Instagram is a good place to check.
Actually, based on the whole idea, do you think like approaching schools, telling them like about your idea, then like mentoring the young generation is a good idea?
It can work. It would be good. Unfortunately, we have found that like universities, they are very suspicious. They don't know who you are. They're a bit protective of their spaces. Yeah. A few are interested. We've had some luck with some schools, some churches, to mentor the youth in the churches. But it's definitely something we'd want to pursue. Maybe as our brand grows, we'll become less suspicious.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So like, what is like your 1 year goal and your 5 year goal? Like, where do you see TLX in 1 year from now and 5 years from now?
1 year from now, I hope we can increase the number of classes from 28 to maybe around 40. Probably even 50. That's actually the target. But 5 years from now, I don't see why we shouldn't have TLX in every county across Kenya.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, so that's the dream. Whether it's possible, it will take a lot of hard work. So I hope we'll be able to do it.
Yeah, it's going to happen.
Thank you.
So that's amazing. But okay, with Taifa Teule, why did you choose that? Do you want to confine yourself to Kenya, or do you want to expand to Africa? maybe the world. You can do online classes or something like that. But you want to start from home.
Yes, they say charity begins at home. So the first target was Kenya, because the idea is to transform Kenya, and by transforming each individuals to be able to take responsibility in their communities to solve problems in their communities. So that's what we want to do for Kenya. Now it's possible to adapt the material to Africa, to the world. So maybe that's something for the future.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like a big dream.
Yes.
Ahead of you.
Yeah.
So congratulations.
Thank you very much.
All the best.
Asante
5
sana.
years ago, it's gonna happen, and all the best. We're gonna see this one. Maybe in 5 years, you can just like say, oh, okay, this is happening now.
Tunashukuru. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for having me talk to you. And guys, as you have heard, I told you this is a great man I've met, and he's super amazing. Please come to Taifa Teule and come to learn. Everything is here for you at your disposal. It's very affordable. Actually, you don't need anything.